Good night. Thanks for coming today. I will start my presentation. At first of my presentation, it's between you and me. Actually, I wanted to go to the US for 1 year, not Australia. But when I told that to my mother, she said, I can't live without you for such a long time, and I can't live with your dad for such a long time. So I decided to join in this program unwillingly. But I fell in love with Australia in a single week. It's really short. I really love Melbourne City. There's some old buildings and some new buildings. They are making really good atmosphere and they are really, really beautiful. I love people in Australia. Australian people is really friendly, more than Japanese people. When we go to the shops or somewhere, the shop helper always says to us, hey, how are you doing? The same thing at school. This is really good to make good relationship with others. And this is a photo of the market, which is called Downtown Market. And there's many people from many countries. There's Korean people, Chinese people, Indian people, and of course there's Aussies. Aussies means Australian people, and Muslim people. And some of them are running shop, some of them are shopping. Of course, I love my family. She's my host mother, he's my host father, Nathan, it's me. And he's my older, funniest brother, Chris. He's exchange student from China as well. And he's my host brother, Sean, and he's my host father. I love my friend. This is a photo of Japanese class. They are all my friends, but I made good relationship, not only with Australian students, but also with some Japanese Mayhall students. I love Beacon Hills. Beacon Hills is the name of our school. At Beacon Hills, there's some subject which Mayhall doesn't have, such as photography and design and technology. This is dark room of the photography class. At photography class, we took photos with camera, not digital camera, and we developed the film and print the photos. And this one is design and technology class. We use these tools, which is professional people use, and we also use SketchUp, which is 3D software, and we plan to make this wooden shelf or wooden box. And I want to be an architect in some day, so this experience is really good for me. The most important things always within my heart is challenging spirits. This fat man is not me, he is my brother. Mr. Kamakura said to us before we went to Australia, try everything. So I never forget challenging spirit during my stay. I always think, if I don't do now, I maybe regret someday. So I try everything. For example, swimming race at school and band performance of music performance class. I play the guitar with band member in front of all students of the senior school. I showed Japanese culture. I demonstrated tea ceremony at Japanese class. The biggest challenge of this program is school camp. I chose bike riding camp. On the second day of the bike riding camp, we went on 50 kilometers by bike. This was really long distance and it's really hard, but I'm really happy when I finished. And on the last day of the camp, I became the leader of the group. I hesitated to be a leader when I asked by the staff of camping. Something in my mind didn't let me give up. So I challenged, and that it was really difficult, more than I expected. But finally I did. It made confidence. That sometimes I miss Japan. But it's about Japanese food. They are Japanese food. When I went to Melbourne City, I bought so much Japanese food. Guess how much they are? Does anyone have an idea? How much are they? $30? $30 and $40? $40? $50? Okay. 17? The answer is they're more than $90. It's really expensive. It's 3 times as expensive as in Japan. But using them, I cooked for my host family many times. Can't you see her smile? I'm really happy when I see the smile of people who eating the food which I cooked. Do you know what I got through this experience? It is
confidence.
I didn't realize before my host father told that, but I got confidence without my knowing. And now, this is question to myself. How will I live now on? The answer is the word which my friend gave to me. Just do it. If there's something difficult, just do it. I have dreams. I will just go for dreams. If it doesn't go well as I want, I'll never give up. I'll never give up. I'll never give up. Because tomorrow is another day. This is the word which my host father told me. He bought a boat, but it is second-hand and the engine was not working. He tried to fix it, but sometimes it doesn't go as we want. On that occasion, he said, tomorrow is another day. But finally, he could fix it. And the word is now my favorite word. I challenged many things, and through this challenge, I got confidence. From now, if there's something difficult, I will try everything, and I will never give up. I will continue challenge. Because tomorrow is another day. At the last of my presentation, I want to say thank you to Meho High School to Mr. Kamakura, my parents, and all the people who gave me such a great opportunity. Thank you for listening.
Hello everybody. My name is Hirokazu Takabayashi. I hope so. I think I am. And today, I would like to give a presentation about my experience in this program. And then I want to show some stuff that I learned, that I earned. There are so many things that I want to tell you today, but unfortunately, I can't do a 30-minute speech, even though it's a hospital said so. We have a little time. So I would like to talk about these 2 points. But before that, let's look at our life in Japan. What do you think of your life in Japan? Are you always busy? Or are you just squashed up tight? Or do you have to look at the watch every second? I think Japan is kind of like that. People don't have enough space in Japan to care about others compared to Australia. So then, what are Australian people like, or what are Aussies like? There are so many experiences that I had throughout this program that shows how the Aussies are. And one of them was the school camp. As some of the speakers before said, the school I went, Beacon Hills, had a school camp for all the year 10s. I attended the cycling camp as well as the other 3. And we thought that we should take something together so that we can help each other. Well, yeah, that was true. We did take the same program. However, during this program, we basically split into 2 groups. The problem was there. I was the only Japanese person in my group. That wasn't actually really hard because I can communicate a little bit with the Australian people. However, the hard part for me was that I didn't know anyone in my group. Yes, I can communicate, but it's really hard to spend your life 5 days with someone you don't know. So for me, I was just feeling that I was alone. Alone. However, that didn't really matter at all. The Australian people, the members of my group, they were so friendly. They were so kind. When I was standing alone, these guys came to me. Hey, Hero. Oh, I was called Hero in Australia. Hey, Hero. Do you want to be 10 groups with us? Okay, yeah, thanks. So I shared the tents with them. And that was the beginning of the expand of human relationship in my camp group. First, I talked with these 2. I stuck with them all the time. And then I tried to speak with someone else, and someone else. And gradually, more and more people. And then at last, I was able to talk with everyone in my group. All 12 people in my group, I was able to communicate with. And that created great teamwork teamwork was something that was really, really, really important throughout this course because, as I said before, this is a cycling camp. This cycling camp isn't something that teachers plan what to do. We, the students, plan all of it. We have to plan when we get up, when we leave, where to take lunch, all this kind of stuff. We plan by ourselves. We need a communication to do that. Also, all 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all by ourselves. And if you can't communicate with someone, that's not something you can do easily. However, as I said before, I tried my best to communicate and make great teamwork. And to show the fact that we had great teamwork, when we did a small cleaning competition with the other group, we beat them. Our group beat them. And also, another important thing to show that we had great teamwork is that we were able to finish the camp. We were able to ride more than 100 kilometers in 5 days. That's not something you can do easily, especially not in Japan. We don't have enough land to do that or time. And from this school camp and other stuff, I learned that Australian people are really open-hearted. Now here's another picture. This was my host family's grandparents. They were really open-hearted. They treated me just like their own grandchild. Every Thursday, my host mother had to work until 10 o'clock in the night. So me and my brothers were left alone. Well, we had to stay at home. But then all the time, Gran came. Gran is my host family's grandmother. Gran came and helped us. And Papa, he also came and helped us too. He was really, so the fact is that I have a third grandparent. And also, this open-hearted culture is not just with old people, but also it caused me to make friendship. This is me. And these 3 next to me, they're my cousins, or my host family's cousins. My host family, my host brothers, they were only 5 and 6-year-olds, just cute little boys. Yeah, I do love them to bits. However, sometimes I need someone close to my age to talk with. Well, Tim, Adrian, Chloe, and Isabel, they were all near my age. And I was able to spend a lot of time with them as well as my family. And I was able to communicate with them. And I even feel that I'm a little bit of their family. Another great friendship that I made is with him. His name is Josh. Josh was a student who came to our house. As I said before, my host mother was a singing teacher. And every Wednesday, some students came to our house to learn singing. And Josh was one of them. At first I was a little bit scared of him, but he came towards me. He tried to communicate with me, so I tried. And voila, great friendship. And to show a little bit more friendship, during the last night in Australia, I was about to spend it alone. No one at my house because all my brothers and the host mothers had several reasons and they couldn't stay at home for the last night. When my cousins found that out, they invited me to a football game. That sounded interesting. Okay, I want to go. But then something came up in my mind. I kind of want to meet Josh at the last night. I called him up. He came as well. So, fact is that I was able to spend the last night in Australia with my best friends that I made there. This friendship thing is not only in Australia, however. It continues in Japan. During this program, I met many Japanese students. I still keep in contact with some of them. They are Japanese people, and I'll never forget that. The guy is sitting over there. The Meiho students who attended this program. Mr. Kamakura told us that the students who attend this program will be great friends for their life. I want to believe that. And I think that is what it will be. So, that was my first point. Now, I would like to show the second point of my presentation, the important actions you have to make. Now, you have to do many things in your daily basis. Brush your teeth, wake up, cook, a lot of stuff. But I want to talk about two most important lessons. Now, I want you all to listen to this. It's going to be a short one, but first of all, smile. Smiling is really, really, really important. If you look at some pictures that I took with the Australian people, they're either making a fun face or smiling. I want you all to know that you have to keep a smile on your face all the time. Another thing is saying thank you. Now, saying thank you means more than it looks. Never forget to say thank you. Even now, I feel thankful for many people. I'm thankful for Mr. Kamakura, who supported us throughout the program and provided us the opportunity to talk here. I really appreciate Mr. Saito's help. Mr. Saito might not be here today, but I'm really thankful for him. I'm really thankful for my family who let me go to this program. And I'm really, really thankful for my friends who supported me. The teamwork that I made in camp. The open-hearted people. The friendship that I made. Smiling. And saying thank you. All of this will come up my conclusion. My conclusion is that wow. Just wow. This program was amazing. This program was amazingly life-changing. The way I look around the world, the atmosphere around me, changed. The way I approach my family, friends, teachers, all the people around me, changed. In fact, I changed. I changed. Now it's your turn. Meiho H1 students, it's your turn. The opportunity to change is here, waiting for you.